the Steph shot was right in front of you. Could you even believe he got that off? Did you kind of see it happening? Take us through that.
Saw the whole play unfold. Chris ended up with the rebound or the loose ball, whatever that was, and I saw him look up at the shot clock because that's what great point guards do, and he saw Steph. Like, he glanced at the shot clock and saw Steph across the court. So Chris knew he had enough time, and nothing shocks me with Steph. I mean, that shot was insane. The catch and shoot, the arc, but I fully expected it to go in, and I think all of our fans did too. The guy's magical. You can't explain it. That's just the kind of stuff he does.
Steve, I was like planning my day while that ball was in the air. What do you do? What
are you
thinking? I was planning my day while that ball was in the air.
While it was in the air.
What are you thinking when that ball is coming? Making its descent?
I was just I was watching it in slow motion. Just like I said, I thought it was going in the whole way, and then to put us up 4 with 10 seconds, I guess, left. Obviously, the backbreaker, and that was Steph brings joy to the world. He's incredible.
One of the sub stories of this game will be Trayce. I think you played him like 29 minutes. Obviously, closed with him. What did you think about his performance? But also, how does a night like tonight against that team make you kind of reassess like where he is on the pecking order right now?
Well, he was tremendous. I mean, he was the player of the game. There were several huge plays. Obviously, Steph's shot probably being number one, but Trayce's block on Jaylen Brown. But Trayce was the guy who shifted everything. Plus 25 in his minutes. The second great game in a row. You can see the impact he makes. So he's going to play. He's going to be in the lineup.
Steve, hi. Much of the fourth quarter, they
hang on one second. In the lineup, meaning he's going to be in the rotation, right? I'm not saying he's going to be in the starting lineup. So don't tweet that. Lineup just means there's lots of lineups. Trayce is going to play. All right. I just saw I saw these guys over here. Yeah, I could see you guys like scheming up something. Janie, sorry.
No worries. For much of the game, they answered. They had a big shot to answer, and then down the stretch and in the overtime, you guys, the defense, seemed to get the stops. Even when they did get an offensive rebound, you'd stuck with it. And what can you say about the defense down the stretch?
I thought our guys just fought. They hung in there the whole time and fought. And, I thought the close of the third quarter was really a big deal to get it to 11, giving us a chance. And I just feel like games like that where you fight and compete over and over again, sometimes the ball bounces your way. I thought Boston had several great looks down the stretch that they probably normally make. Ball didn't go in for them, went in for us, but we were also due for a game like that. We've lost several games at the end where, things didn't exactly go our way. So loved the poise. Thought Chris was a hero out there tonight. He was really sick before the game, and didn't look right in the first half. I wasn't sure he was going to be able to go in the second half, and he was just spectacular on the whole second half. So a lot of guys really stepped up and helped us get this game, and it feels like this might be the one we need, right? This could be the game that kind of helps right the ship, and hopefully we can settle in now and really get some momentum.
Yeah, you kind of walked me right into my question. Just given the context, the quality of opponent, the emotion kind of from the game. You saw Steph get really happy for Jonathan after that stop he had on Tatum at the end of regulation, I believe. Just what can a win like this spark for you guys?
Well, I think everybody feels great down there. That's the first thing. You want your team to be rewarded for a great effort, and so they were rewarded tonight. And we've got a great group, great chemistry. These guys really like each other. They compete for one another. The early part of the season has been strange in a lot of ways. lots of things going on, but also absences and difficulty finding combinations that have clicked. But we're hanging in, and that's what the early part of the season is about, is figuring out who you are, and I think that's what we're in the process of right now. And hopefully, as I said, hopefully this win can lead to some more.
Steve, the Celtics had 32 points in the paint, I think, like early in the second quarter. How would you sort of characterize the impact Trayce has on defense specifically, and also Jonathan's impact on the defense? I mean, he gives you a guy who can really hang with Tatum the way he did.
Yeah, both guys were great, and they give us the athleticism, the bounce, with the length and the ability to block shots and challenge shots. So both J.K. and Trayce were really a big factor in our defense kind of getting back in the game in the second half.
Steph picks up his 5th foul in the third quarter, but then he plays entirety of the fourth, all of overtime. He scored like 20 points in those 2 frames. Is there ever concern that he's going to pick up that 6th foul, or is he a guy that you just really inherently trust? I mean, he took a charge here late in the game. Do you ever get a little, should we?
I always believe you just play your best guys in foul trouble. If they're on the bench, they're not playing anyway. And it's hard to find your rhythm sometimes if you sit for 12 straight minutes and then come back. So our plan the whole time after the 5th was to take him out and start him in the 4th. And sometimes that can backfire against a team. They were trying to go at him to pick up that 6th every time, and everybody does that. And sometimes it takes you out of your offense a little bit. But mostly Steph just did a great job of defending without fouling, and then obviously, really got cooking there in the 4th.
Klay's hit 23 threes the last 4 games. Just how big has he been, and do you feel him really kind of heating up?
He's changed our team with his shot selection. The last 4 or 5 games, whatever it's been, we just feel different. We feel more stable. We feel more calm. The game connects. You can feel it. Every bad or wild shot seems to turn into a layup or a 3 at the other end. And we always talk about the game. The game's connected. If you can get good shots, you're going to have better floor balance. You're going to get more offensive rebounds. You're just going to have better control of the game. And so, frankly, early in the season, Klay was taking a lot of bad shots, and he knows that. And we talked about it quite a bit. And watching him now, all the drop-off passes, he made several to Trayce. He made several to Loon last game and Trayce. When Klay's under control and taking good shots, then we become a much better team.
Do you know anything on Pajemski yet?
I don't.
I know you didn't want any assumptions to be made, but Looney was minus 19 and Trayce was plus 25. Do you have to think about starting him?
We need both. We're going to need Loon and Trayce for sure. And, you think about some of the matchups around the league. We need Loon. And Loon is not only one of our best interior defenders, but he's also one of our leaders. And in a lot of ways, I've called him the moral compass of the team. We need him out there. And given what Trayce is doing, we need Trayce out there too. So they'll both play. Thanks. Oh, we're good?